We begin tonight at 6 with breaking news. A jury finds 2 Metro police officers not guilty in the death of Herman Whitfield III.
And the jury took less than 2 hours to reach a verdict after a week-long trial. Rich and I has been covering this. He's outside the courtroom tonight with reaction to that verdict. Rich.
Felicia and Jalea, that jury found officers Adam Ahmad and Steven Sanchez not guilty on all counts. That included charges of reckless homicide, involuntary manslaughter, and battery. Officers Adam Ahmad and Steven Sanchez both testified in their own defense during this trial, which lasted all week. Both said they never heard Herman Whitfield say, "I can't breathe," while he was being handcuffed with his stomach on the floor in his parents' home in April 2022. Whitfield was having a mental health episode, naked and running around the house. Officers needed to handcuff him to take him to the hospital. His heart stopped while he was being handcuffed. The prosecution said he died from being left in the prone position even after he was cuffed. But the defense said they believe they proved that the officers did not cause Whitfield's death.
The evidence just was crystal clear that they did the best they could under difficult circumstances to follow their policies, to follow the law, and to try to help this person and get him to a point where he could be transported to the hospital. It's a tragedy when someone has a heart attack in the course of tussling with the police, but it doesn't mean that the police did anything wrong, and certainly doesn't mean they did anything criminal.
Metro Police Chief Chris Bailey says the officers will complete refresher training and then resume their normal patrol duties. Bailey said in his statement that cases like this are deeply difficult and there are no true winners. He went on to say that mental health is a complicated issue and law enforcement alone should not bear the responsibility of responding to situations involving individuals experiencing a mental health crisis. The Whitfield family was here throughout the week-long trial. They left today without any comment. The Whitfield family does have a pending civil lawsuit against the officer and the city of Indianapolis. Rich and I reporting from the Marion County Community Justice Campus.
Thank you for those details, Rich.
And tonight we're going to stay on top of reaction from this breaking news. We have more statements from police as well as the concerned clergy. We've got that on WTHR.com.
An IMPD officer is in the hospital this evening after a crash on the northwest side today. This happened at West 56 and Moeller Road just before 1 this afternoon. 13 News has learned 3 cars were involved in this crash. IMPD tells us that the officer is suffering non-life-threatening injuries. Witnesses say the officer may have suffered a medical issue before this crash. We've learned that no one else was hurt.
Well, tonight we're learning more about a shooting at Lafayette Laundromat. Today, the Tippecanoe County coroner says that 35-year-old Keith Ford died in that shooting.
This happened at a laundromat that's nearly 3 miles from the campus of Purdue University. Our Marina Silva has more on the shooting investigation.
35-year-old Keith Ford died at the hospital Thursday night. Lafayette police says another man who's still in critical condition was the shooter, and 2 other people are still in the hospital. Lafayette police says the gunman who killed 35-year-old Keith Ford is from Lincoln, Nebraska. He's in critical condition at a hospital after police say he had a self-inflicted gunshot wound. It was inside here at Lafayette Laundry where the shooting happened. On Friday, employees were here cleaning. We filmed this video before we were asked to leave property. Lafayette police officers originally got a call because there was a man with a gun around 7:40 p.m. Then they got another call with shots fired. Out of the 4 people shot, only Ford died. Lafayette police says they have not been able to determine a motive just yet, but they are working with police in Lincoln, Nebraska. Reporting in Lafayette, Marina Silva, 13 News.
Thank you, Marina. And police have yet to release the name of that suspect in this case.
Well, tonight at least 2 people are hurt after a crash near the airport. It happened on Washington Street near New Haven Drive. That's near the airport. And 13 News learned that it involved 2 cars and a charter bus. 2 people were taken to the hospital in critical condition. We've learned that it took emergency crews nearly an hour to get one of those victims out of the car after they were trapped.
Well, let's look out over Indianapolis on this Friday morning. The sun has gone down. Things are looking beautiful out there. You know, it's still a cold one as it has been most of this week. That warm up is on the way, but for right now, some frigid temperatures we're dealing with still.
That is a gorgeous highlight
beautiful,
right
yes.
there. The different colors of the sky.
This part of the evening is my favorite when the lights come on and the city looks amazing because you can still see a little bit of light in the sky as well.
You're not tired yet?
No. Hey, you've made it to the weekend, everybody. Don't you worry. Temperatures are in the upper 20s right now, close to 30. We still have 30 in Shelbyville, 31 Muncie, but down to 27 in Richmond, Columbus, and 28 degrees in Indianapolis. Overnight temperatures will fall into the teens, and we have just enough of a breeze out there this evening that it already feels like the teens. So out and about for your Friday night, definitely take the heavier coat, feeling like 19 in Kokomo and Greencastle, feeling like 18 in Indianapolis. These are current wind chills. Actual air temperatures tonight will drop into the teens as well. Operation basketball in full swing, clear and cold. No issues getting to the games on the roadways, at least associated with the weather. That's good news, and good news as we head into the weekend. If you're ready for a warm-up, I have one on the way. Upper 30s, low 40s tomorrow afternoon, and then we jump about 10 degrees from Saturday to Sunday. That will put us into the upper 40s and low 50s for the end of the weekend. Sunday will be windy and warmer. I am tracking our next rain chance in the 7-day.
Angela, thank you so much. And we continue tonight with a huge pay raise for IMPD. Just last night, the Indianapolis Fraternal Order of Police ratified a 4-year contract for officers.
And this will give officers one of the highest salary boosts in department history.
Our Marion County reporter Lauren Kostick has the details as the city tries to keep officers on the streets.
The new IMPD contract passed with 97% approval, all in hopes of better positioning the department to not only retain officers, but also compete with other agencies for recruits. It's no secret the city is struggling to get officers wearing the badge. This year hitting a historic low, down nearly 300 cops. Now Indy's FOP president hoping a new contract will reverse course.
What we believe without a doubt is probably the largest contract package in the history of the city.
On Thursday, officers giving the deal the green light with a record turnout.
The mayor did exactly what we've been pleading with him to do, which was to pull out the stops and keep our cops.
The new agreement increases the average salary for officers by 24% over 4 years. For example, a patrol officer with 3 years of service is currently making about $79,000. By the end of the contract, they'll make $95,000. As for those with more experience, majority will make over 6 figures by 2028. A significant raise, Snyder says, is needed to keep officers protecting Indy streets.
I think what it'll do is exactly what we've been trying to achieve, which is to stop the bleed of the officers leaving. And then by doing that, it gives us the room and the ability to focus on now bringing in new officers into the door.
In a statement, IMPD Chief Chris Bailey said this is a win for the IMPD, our officers, and the entire Indianapolis community. Next, the Council's Rules and Public Policy Committee will be notified of this agreement. After that, the contract will take effect in January. In Indianapolis, Lauren Kostick, 13 News.
Another cold night with lows in the teens, but I have 50s in your 7-day.
And construction closures.
Yeah, the changes for drivers this weekend for people on the northeast side. Plus, it is time for Operation Basketball.
Yeah, the big showdown on the hardwood in Hamilton County when we return.